So the story goes, she lost all hope, working at a coffee shop to pay the bills. You see, the marriage went south, and her beauty faded out. Couldn't compete with those girls in the hills. But still, from time to time, she dreams of a better life, with a loving man and a little child. But those feel like fantasies, and they're getting few and far between. Hasn't had one of those in quite a while. But then she saw a man right out of her dreams. He was something right off a movie screen. But then she thought, what would he ever want with me? So she chickened out and thought, if only he'd met me back when I was a pretty girl, when I wasn't lonely, back when I could change the world, when I walked tall and I felt brave, and the world was my oyster. If only he'd met me, not as I am, but who I once was, when I was young and I was fun, and I'd do anything just because, and I felt safe and I felt free. Or if he could only see who I used to be, who I used to be, who I used to be. So the story goes, he'd lost all hope, spending every night with a bottle of Jack. You see, he lost his girl, and then he lost his world, and I guess he never really got it back. But still, from time to time, he dreams of a better life, playing catch with a son and a wife by his side. But those feel like fantasies, and they're getting few and far between. Hasn't had one of those in quite a while. But then he saw the prettiest girl he'd ever seen, working at a coffee shop down the street. But then he thought, what would she ever want with me? So he chickened out and thought, if only she'd met me back when I was a younger man, when I wasn't holding on to the past with a clenched hand, when I walked tall and I felt brave, and the world was my oyster. If only she'd met me, not as I am, but who I once was, when I was young and I was fun, and I'd do anything just because, and I felt safe and I felt free. Oh, if she could only see who I used to be, who I used to be, who I used to be. But they became proud of all of their scars, proud to tell the story of who they are, proud that they've been but never broke apart, So they went back to the start, and every day got a little less dark. Cause this ain't the end, this is only the beginning. They look the devil in the eye, no more pretending. They stop wasting their time with all that bullshit, recollecting. And then they got their Hollywood ending. So they crawled and they walked, they fought and they struggled, and when all seemed lost, they found their way out of the rubble, and they met, and they kissed, and they never let each other go. And when they grew old and told stories to their grandchildren about faith, about hope, to give them something to believe in, that's when they knew, when they could finally see. It doesn't matter who he used to be. It doesn't matter who he used to be. It doesn't matter who he used to be.